Okami HD again today. I literally just said, like, the frame is like, it's like 30, the stream is like 30 seconds behind or something, even though it's on low latency. So literally I had just said on the stream that that wasn't supposed to be black, and then well, it was supposed to be because I hadn't unhit it yet. And you say in chat, is it supposed to be? That's funny. And no, it was because I hadn't unhit it yet. Just before the stream started, I was like, oh shit, I can't get audio, and I just had I had the fucking capture muted on accident because I'm a dumbass. Really close to having to pivot the stream just because I had the fucking game muted on accident. And my dumbass couldn't figure it out. Luckily, I did figure it out. So... yeah, last time we played for over 2 hours, and I would say we completed the tutorial. So, welcome to episode 1. Last time was episode 0, I've decided. I'm gonna actually play this game now. And I'm gonna be playing many more Switch games, now that I actually have recording set up for it. And also because the Switch 2 is way too expensive, so I'm just gonna play what I have. Thank you. Yeah, topical, huh? Empty box. I have no idea how to play this game, by the way, so I probably should just play the tutorial again, but we're just gonna figure it out. Monkeys. Monkey. Give the monkey a seed. Oh, the Minecraft movie actually came out? Okay, give me your review. I have very low expectations. And I was probably never gonna see it in the first place, so... give me a review right now. You're on the spot. 3 out of 10?! Oh, I was expecting like a 4 at worst. Is that you being generous, or is it just bad? Tell me, the audience was funnier? Oh, that's a great sign, dude. I was wondering how long that cutscene was gonna go on for. Oh, I got 9, whatever that is. I got 69 of whatever that is total. Nice. I can't say I had high expectations. What happened? Highball is 5 out of 10? See, 5 out of 10 is arguably worse. I found the attack button. Congrats. 5 out of 10 is arguably, like, the worst thing a movie can be, because then it's not even, like... like, The Room is, like, a 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10 movie, but, like, people love it because it's so bad, right? But if you're, like, straight down the middle of the road, you are, like, not even worth shitting on, you know what I mean? Oh, I see what you were talking about Minecraft for. Saying, the Nether, Flint and Steel. That is just the way that Jack Black introduces stuff in the movie. He does that a lot. Oh, no. Thank you for your incredibly insightful commentary, you mosquito of a man. Bro, I'm rich. I got like 16 bucks. Wait, no. 164 bucks. The economy's in shambles. That isn't exactly a one-to-one anymore. It used to be relatively quick yen to USD conversion by it's just... Japanese yen is basically pennies. 1 penny and 1 yen are like basically the same thing, close enough. For most conversions, but it's not that case anymore. It's a clusterfuck. It like changes every day too. That's not why people come to streams like this, though. They don't wanna... They want to escape from the fucking toils of the real world. That's why I'm here playing this game on my Switch 1 and my Switch 1 alone, and will never play it on Switch 2. Oh, joyous. I got plenty of Switch 1 games to play, including to stream, so we're all good here. Didn't I just cross this bridge? Oh, time of day changed, okay. I was like, why is it giving me a cutscene for this bridge? Yeah, again, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. It's been a while since I've played this game. We will generally figure it out and get back into it, I hope. Is there like a mission? Is there a mission things that's like, hey, do this? Yes. Tentatively. I have to make trees not dead. Here is a map. I don't know which direction I'm north? Do I have like a compass? I have a bark button? Kill the monkey. Oh no! Okay, he's fine. Didn't like... Oh. He loved that shit! He gave me... I just extorted that fucking monkey, dude. I just extorted the hell out of that monkey. I was like, if you don't want me to beat the shit out of you like this, you will give me all of your peaches. And the monkey was like, okay, man. Mumbo Jumbo had a cameo? That's great. Gives me big. Markiplier was supposed to be in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, but he was filming his own shit vibes, except Mumbo Jumbo was clearly not filming a movie already. Dan TDM, that's a good one. Was Captain Sparkles in the movie? I don't remember if during part 0 if I was like actually reading the dialogue out loud, but I don't want to. When I end up making the video for this game, I might read the dialogue out loud as like the post commentary or script or whatever, but I'm not doing it now. I just don't wanna. I am reading it though. Just because I'm reading it doesn't mean that I just looked at this. Thank you. Yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah, I literally found that on my own merit. Damn, he wasn't? That's rough, buddy. That's like a full letter grade down. I really appreciate it when games have this mechanic where you haven't played the game in about a million years. And, you know, when I was young, any game that I would play that didn't have this mechanic, I'd just be like, guess I'll have to start over. I have a bite option. Why can't I just bite people? Now, like I was saying, it's the worst when a movie is mid, because it didn't even end with one of his songs. Oh, like how the Five Nights at Freddy's movie ended with the Living Tombstones remix? That's bullshit. Am I correct in assuming from like all the trailers I've seen about the Minecraft movie that it is 100% just like the movie industry, like Hollywood and stuff, just seeing all the success that Detective Pikachu had and all the Sonic movies and all that stuff, and they went, no, we're gonna do what we used to do with video game movies and just like bring real people into the game world and just make it trash, or vice versa. Arguably, that's what the Sonic movies do too, but at least people like the Sonic movies. At least I've heard that they do. I haven't seen them. I'm not a Sonic fan, I'll be honest. 100% yes? Oh, man. Oh. You can't believe it took so... All they had to do was hire Element Animation and, like, just a bunch of people that could, like, do the same things as them. That's all they had to do. And just do that, but a bigger budget, and it's an hour and 45 minutes. It's a ripoff of Jumanji? Hey, I like Zathura, and Zathura is kind of just like a ripoff of Jumanji. Come on. I mean, if it's a bad ripoff, that's another thing, but you know. Why does this dude have no name, by the way? I didn't realize. Holy jump, Batman! I didn't realize Amaterasu had such a vertical. Ignore the fact that I completely butchered that name. Whoa, I can go into the interiors. This game is better than the most recent Pokemon game. Not that that's a high bar to clear. This is the stream where I throw shade at Nintendo, by the way. I'll try not to do that as much as possible. Although sometimes I won't be able to resist. I was trying to avoid combat because I don't remember how to do it. I'm pretty sure... Yeah. Kill him. No, didn't work. I'm gonna say there's a mechanic where I'm supposed to, like, draw lines through them to finish them off, but I didn't know the button. That's good enough. Yeah, I didn't do very good, don't remind me, game. Scarlet and Violet is way better than Sword and Shield. Yeah, I don't know about that. As a man who has played neither of those games, I don't know about that. From what I've seen online, like, I mean, there's definitely an argument to be had, but, like, you're truly picking the lesser of two evils. I think you'd probably be a happier person if you just played Pokemon Emerald again. Alpha Red released a new ROM hack that's Mario themed. Play that. It's Pokemon-esque and it doesn't suck. You've played both? Okay, I can trust you then. My singular real-life friend who has been in the chat a couple of times and I streamed Marvel Rivals with that one time, he's been getting really back into Pokemon lately. Goodness, what is wrong with my fucking... Excuse me. I'm not used to talking so much, and for some reason, when I suddenly start talking a whole lot, my body's like, you will now start hiccuping a lot. Fine, I'll go do the thing with the stuff. And I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. Thank you, Isun. Go fuck yourself. Just let me wander aimlessly while I talk, dude. I'm not a good gamer. Please. Uh-oh. I'm gonna go. And it's daytime. It's Legend ZA, excuse you. AZ is the guy. I've also never played that Pokemon. As we have discussed before, the only Pokemon games I've ever played are Leaf Green, Emerald, Omega Ruby, and Diamond. And Colosseum. Haven't played XD Gale of Darkness. You know, as much shit as Nintendo is going through with, you know, all the pricing and stuff, I was hyped to see Colosseum and XD Gale of Darkness on Nintendo Switch Online. In 3 years from now, when the prices drop, hopefully, I will happily get Nintendo Switch Online on the Switch 2. If only just to play XD Gale of Darkness on stream, because I've never played it and I've heard it's great. It's a direct sequel to Colosseum, I think, so that would be cool. Hello, Nameless Man. I just thought maybe Okay. So I think there's a specific icon I need to... I don't remember. Is there a way that it would tell me? Yeah. Cross circle. You know what? I probably could have figured that out on my own just by drawing random symbols, but I like not guessing. This is a good camera angle. This is fine. Nope, it wasn't fine. There we go. When the prices drop. They will eventually, that's the way it works. And or emulation will get to that point, which is sometimes the best you're gonna get. Oh, if you want to leave, dude, it would mean so much to me if you watch the VOD, but I mean, you just live your own life, man. I'm a VOD watcher. My favorite streamer is Vinny Vinesauce, and I've never once been to one of his streams. I'm a fake fan like that. But like, even that you would consider watching one of my VODs, it's an honor. And I get it. The video on demand is too strong. Yeah, I won't lie, from what I've seen, Pokemon Legends ZA looks pretty cool too. But I don't know, man. I also thought that about the last two Pokemon games, and then they came out and they were like, oh, it's shit? Well, I wasn't exactly the biggest Pokemon fan in the first place, so, you know, I got no harm in just not buying them. Legends ZA, though, I don't know. Maybe if when I do get around to getting a Switch 2, it also is, like, not bad. I might actually be the first Pokemon game that I pick up since Let's Go. Spoilers, I may or may not stream Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu at some point this month. Because now that I have the ability to play Switch games on stream again, you know, there's a handful of games that I was like, I'd like to play these on stream, but I got cable issues. I no longer got cable issues, so... There are 3 things I watch live: D&D, Pikmin, and you. Ah, are you flirting with me? That's fucking weird, dude. Stranger danger! That means a lot, man. I don't really watch any streamers live, I'll be honest. That's just not my MO. I'm a video on demand kind of girly. That's just the way it is. Please, Isun, of all people, I do not want you to describe ever Sakuya in the way that she perked up. Of all people. You, of all people, Isun, are not allowed to ever describe Sakuya as perking up. Never. My flirting is either very direct or impossible to detect. So your flirting is either boy or girl. Because that's the joke, because that's the stereotype. Boys are always like, hello, I like you. And girls are always like, why didn't you pick up on my very, very 47 subtle hints? Did you get the joke, please? I'm a funny streamer. You don't come here for my comedy. You come here for my insightful worldviews. Such as, man who has never played video game plays video game. I do not like that the camera is reversed in this. If I hold left on the camera stick, it turns the camera right. Can I just dig a hole? What? Am I digging a hole? Looks more like I'm placing like a paper bag and then it instantly despawns. Save data overwritten. Right. Time to actually play this video game. Look at this movement tech. I'm going so fast. So much faster than just walking. Wait, hold on. Editor, zoom in on that. No, turn the camera that way, you coward. Editor, zoom in on that. Enhance. You guys seeing what I'm seeing right now? Hold on, let me just... Isn't worth the time or effort, especially since I will actually zoom in on it, like if it ends up in the video. Bruh. Editor, enhance. Mysterious pink man is in the distance. What the hell? You think, nameless man? A feeling of peace is like washing over my soul here, man. Bro's a surfer, dude, in the wrong goddamn era. I don't even talk to this guy. I was too busy. Bring this guy bowls? Yes. Okay. Bro is just gonna buy things off a dog. What strange times do we live in? Alright, so once again, let me reiterate, I have no fucking no fucking idea what I'm doing here. What does that say back there? I got a forest? Is there a big, like, obelisk in the distance that has the name of a location on it? There sure the hell is. Hana Valley. That's cool. Alright. There. Kamika Village. Nice. I don't know where to go next. Tell me what to do next. Almighty logbook. Shinshu Field. Alright. And then shafting Sakuya. Valley, Kamika Village. This didn't say field. It said forest. Horse! Horses! The hell? Yeah, I got a forest. Bark. Map, map, map. Here we go. Yeah, I got no idea. I can get info about the different sections themselves by pushing up on the control stick. Fascinating. Yeah, I got no idea where this place is that I'm supposed to be going, so I'm just gonna try to go places and we're gonna see how that rides. Loot get. Is there a way to change the camera angle? I don't know why, but I feel like the camera should be more like this. Kind of hurts my neck for some unknown reason. Look at the game like this. I don't know. This is an evil location. Dig. Dig. Cannot. There's nothing here. Huh. Damn. Alright. This way we go. Can I swim? You just got an idea? Hit me with it. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to swim down this entire energy. I'm gonna drown. I'm gonna fucking drown, dude. Oh, bye. Is there anything worthwhile over here? I can make videos of me watching new players playing Pikmin 2 for the first time and criticizing or complimenting them. What are you, the guy that every time somebody does a Pokemon Nuzlocke for the first time, he does that? Like, yeah, Darmanitan is a pretty suboptimal move here. Like, bro, it's a Nuzlocke. He didn't get to choose who he encountered. I mean, it works. It works for that guy. I've fallen and I can't get up. Bro needs life alert. Do I? I don't anymore. Bro just stole from a dog. Oh, why does he run like that? Why does he run like that? That's like the opposite of Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy. Instead of his entire body trailing behind him, it's all front-leaning. That's not how you do it. Curses. Man with 20k hours in Pikmin 2 reviews Pikmin players. You gotta make it even more clickbait than that. Ah, shit. You gotta be like, I have 999 hours. I gotta say, man, using the control stick for this is not great. Playing this on the Wii probably would have been better, but a Wii copy of this game is not cheap. And I didn't already own a Wii copy, so... I will draw a star now. That's such a good star. Give me his guts. Thank you. Get out of this box. Thank you. Is there a way to change the controls? I got to. I gotta invert the camera, dude. I have to. I can't invert the camera. I'm gonna kill a man. Around the rock! Oh. Your back is to my blade. He blocked me with his... Is that a Samushin? I feel like that's probably what it is. I wouldn't know for sure. Split him in half. Okay, don't split him in half. Split him in half. Okay, he's already dead. Don't split him in half then. That's fair. I guess that is a downgrade to 20k. I don't know, man. Average human intelligence is going down. My graduating class, the class of people that were my peers, more than half of them could not read an analog clock. Like, do people know what K means? Or are they just like 20 hours? I don't know why he put a K there. Like, I don't trust average human intelligence to know that anymore. That's why I said 999. There's like 4 digits might take up too much real estate of the title. So you gotta max out the 3 digits that you have. One day I will learn to not hate this kid. Oh. Look at him fucking go. My graduating class was 50% moron. Fucking get in line, bro. Same. I don't know how, but my graduating class was like an even split of like, oh, these people are like really smart. Like my best friend, whom is my only real friend and has been, as aforementioned, on the stream at least one time and has been in chat a couple times. Very smart, very promising young lad. Able to cure cancer type lad. And yet going through college assured him a job at Best Buy and not like in nuclear physics because modern education system works. And then the other half is like, oh, you can tell that we live in the middle of nowhere and that these are like farmers' kids who like, they know how to operate a tractor and they otherwise have nothing going on in that head of theirs. It's a very startling 50-50 split. I covered him in ink, apparently. That's funny as hell. Get that ink off of him. Ink's expensive. Everyone either got honors or 50% were barely passing, yeah. You got a 98% average? God bless. I got straight A's in school, like straight A pluses, dude. I'm talking peak hundreds out of hundreds. Up until 5th grade, where I kind of just gave up. In my school, there was like a math club in 5th grade. It started in 5th grade, but it was like 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. And I got into that math club because I had straight A's and like was good at math. And I think the thing that stopped me having faith in the modern public school system was the fact that we went to that event, me and like 5 other classmates of mine, and the only event that I partook in was the group event where all 6 of us were involved and we were like passing around like worksheets and shit. And I think our school, because this was like a school-wide little thing, a bunch of different schools from the area were partaking in it, and I think my class got like last place in like all of the events. Or, you know, we didn't win. I don't recall winning any events. I mean, I was only in the one event, so like, you know, I didn't really have my neck in it anyway. But I don't think we did particularly great. But we did all get participation awards. And by we, I mean everybody but me. And I was like, this whole school thing fucking blows. Put all this time and effort in just to be put on the team that I have to be on because I'm a part of the little club and like this is the event where everybody in the club participates. And they don't even give me a goddamn participation award, even though everybody else didn't do much better, if better at all. I was like, you know what, fuck this whole school thing. It kind of blows. What is back here? Nothing? Is there something behind the waterfall? There's always something behind the waterfall. What do you mean? I guess that's... I mean, that is a waterfall. There's water falling. I'm upset. I'm disappointed. Did I look at this one already? Yeah, probably. I don't know. You liked school? I liked school in the sense that it gave me a reason to wake up every day. Even if that reason was against my will, and if given the choice, I would much rather stay home and, like, play video games. But now that I'm an adult and, like, I make my own rules, at least most of the time, kind of like, if... I got very low willpower. It's a miracle when I stream, because, you know... Most of the time, there's nothing stopping me from streaming other than my own sheer force of will going, no, you don't have any sheer force of will. And then I'm like, you're right, and then I don't. There's a lot of valid reasons, too, but there's been occasions where it's like, you know, I could. I just don't wanna, you know? They got me out of the house. Yeah, that's basically... I don't leave the house anymore. And I mean, I'm an introvert, so I'm okay with that. But, you know, a lot of extroverts looking in are like, damn, dude, you don't get out enough. And I'm like, I don't got a reason to go out. And, you know, back when I was in school, at least I would be forced to. Probably don't get enough vitamin D. That's why I drink Sunny D. Not sponsored. Also, I don't drink Sunny D. I don't think I've had Sunny D in, like... Have I ever had a Sunny D? I don't think I have. As far as I can tell, the way that I just went was a goddamn... these are massive signs. Holy fuck. The dead end. Got a forest. Catch that man! I'm a dog. There's no way he can outrun me. He is totally outrunning me, though. Fuck. Becoming an extrovert, and I hate it. That's not how it works. The best way that I've heard it described is you have a social battery. If you are an extrovert, you recharge your social battery by communicating with other people and being social. If you are an introvert, communicating and interacting with other people depletes your social battery. And then there's also the factor of, like, are you, like, a painfully shy person, or are you, like, very affable? You can kind of just get along and hang out with whoever. Chat, have you ever seen the anime Bocchi the Rock? The four main characters in Bocchi the Rock are kind of like... Is this a boss, by the way? Did I walk into a boss? I think I walked into a boss. I'm talking about Bocchi the Rock here. Oh, fuck. Well, I will continue to talk about Bocchi the Rock while fighting this fish-shaped boss. Ow. And probably losing. Probably losing very bad. No, aggro the boss, please. Eat his ass. The anime Bocchi the Rock has the four main characters, like, perfectly capturing the, like, the grid. The, like, 2x2 grid of... Not see. Oh, he's dead. Yay. The 2x2 grid of, like, at the top of the grid you have wants to be sociable and have friends, also known as they do desire seeing people and going out more. And the left half is... I'm describing this very poorly. So, so the main character, Bocchi, very much wants to have friends, but she is the kind of person who, like, simply being around other people that she doesn't know, like, perfectly causes her great anxiety. But she still wants to have, like, recognition and friends and be sociable. She just has a hard time doing it. And then her other three friends that she makes as the series goes on are basically, like, all of the different permutations of that idea, you know? And there's the one that, like, is very sociable and can be sociable and regains social battery from being sociable. And there's the one that doesn't want to be sociable, but could be sociable. It's, like, isn't a matter of, like, being ridden with anxiety. She just, like, wants to be a loner. And then you have the girl who's, like, the opposite of Bocchi. I don't think there's a way for me to open these walls. I keep clicking on them like there is, and the game's gonna go, hey, by the way, you couldn't open these walls like this, but... And, like, you know, I am like the girl in that anime who has blue hair and plays the bass in the little band that they have in that anime, and is, like, the other half of the point of the anime. I am like her in the sense that I can be perfectly sociable with other people that I don't even know. Like, I'll shoot the shit and make jokes in public just to make strangers laugh. But that doesn't mean, like, I'm going to parties. I ain't fucking going to parties. I don't want to go outside and talk to people. If I'm in that situation, I'll crack jokes, but I don't want to do it. Was a very long-winded and poor way for me to explain that concept to you. Pots! Oh wow, oranges. Oh, I should probably... I think I may have clarified this before. This game is too much for me. Not in the sense that, like, I'm gonna not finish it. I would like to finish it, but, like, I'm not gonna 100% this game. I just can't. At the current moment, I cannot envision... This is the bridge that changes the time of day, by the way. Oh, the camera just always goes to that frame for this area when it changes time of day. Okay. I thought it was me crossing the bridge, and I was about to be like, I'm nowhere near that bridge now. When I know full well that that's not the reason that's happening, it's just because this game has a day-night cycle. At the present moment, I cannot envision myself 100%ing this game, I'm sorry, but I will play it. Probably not well. And I will finish it. Probably after like 40 streams. But those things will happen. Right, so there is a very explicit place I'm supposed to be going, according to the game right now. My issue is I don't know where the fuck Shinshu Field is. It doesn't outright spell it out on the map, and I'm a moron. Guess I'll investigate these red circles on the map since they seem to want me to do that, but I don't think any of those are... Hold on a second, I'm in Shinshu Field! Quick, put on the music that's like ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da, ba-dum, ba-bow. For copyright reasons, I can't play that music. But I can sing that music very poorly. I'm in Shinshu Field. Am I fucking stupid? The answer is yes. Please don't answer that question yourself because you might not phrase it so nicely. You might use more words than just yes. What am I supposed to do here then? I guess just go to those red circles and like go through these gates, huh? Like mini boss time. That's like the whole point of what we're going on right now. Okay. Joke's on you. I have the power of the camera is facing your ass. Perish. Vertical. I missed. Don't miss, don't miss, don't miss. I missed? Still. Don't miss. I'm gonna do like 4 of them. We're gonna play tic-tac-toe real quick. Hold on. Alright, chat. Where are you going? This is supposed to be an X. I need you guys to pick an O somewhere. Top middle, top left, top right, alright. Good choice. That's a good O. I'm gonna go here since I've almost kind of half accidentally done it anyway. Alright, it's your turn. Quickly, before I run out of ink! We're styling on this fool. I can probably guess where you're gonna go, but you know, I just want to check. Middle right? Not where I would have gone. It is where I would have gone. Oh, we didn't get to finish our tic-tac-toe game! Did I run out of fucking, like, pixels? Shit's fucked up, man. Kill his ass. Disrespect his corpse. X. He would have won? Yeah, he probably would have. Oh, there's like an actual mini-boss here. Who's the ground boy? Hello, ground boy. Nope. I don't know what context it is that I am, instead of slashing them, covering them with ink. I think I'm just not perfectly hitting them, I guess. I don't know. I find it amusing when they blindly swing while they're covered in ink. Because, I mean, that's what I would do. Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion this is what I'm supposed to be doing with this. With this part in the game. And I don't get that suspicion just because it's definitely what I'm supposed to be doing. It's because I have incredible intuition. And that's exactly how I knew that I was in the right area the whole time and I was just pranking you guys. It's not because I'm stupid and didn't read. Oh, that's wrong, but what was that? Oh. Oh, that's very helpful. Can I just play the game like this? This is a very different game now. Okay, I don't even know where we are because that was in my face the whole time. Yeah, I don't know what we're supposed to be doing here. Moon Shrine, damn it. One letter off. I was hoping we'd get moonshine. It is conveniently nighttime, so now would be the time to go to the Moon Shrine. Would I play Cameo Elements of Power on stream? I have no idea what that is. So the answer is a very solid, Google it? I mean, yeah. Hold on, let me open Firefox because I don't trust this with my main browser. First of all, it's Cameo with a K, you fake fan. I mean, it kind of looks like... Fine. I can't tell you what kind of game it is from screenshots. I do see a cute elf girl, and sometimes that's all you need. It looks interesting. There's no way you'll know what my childhood game, Tak and the Power of Juju, is. I have that game. I have both of them. I have both of the Tak and the Power of Juju games. I could put it in the Wii right now and swap to the Wii. And just not play Okami. I won't do that, but I could. Actually, I don't know where those discs are. I know. Do I have... I think I have that for PS2, not Wii. And that would be a little more complicated to set up right now. Damn it! I am not opposed to playing that game one day just for fun. I don't know about a full playthrough. I have played that game, though. Of the many games that I haven't played in my life that are, like, considered staple games and that, you know, I tell people I've not played them and they're like, what? I have played Tak and the Power of Juju. I watched the cartoon as a kid, too. It was gross. They're like, you know the early 3D animation that Jimmy Neutron did, except they did the pro gamer move of they made the Jimmy Neutron movie first, so that way they could reuse the high effort and expensive movie assets in the cartoon? What if we just made a gross 3D cartoon? Where people, like, were wearing loincloths and had their feet out? Bet you dong no burn Farbo. I don't... Is this gonna be a joke where it's like, Lamau, burn Farbon these nuts, got him. But it does not sound like a real game. I'm gonna bite this guy. He deserves it. Yeah, I'm a man who hasn't played Metroid, but I have played Attack and the Power of Juju. That's how you know I'm a real gamer. All these fake gamers who are like, yeah, I've played every good video game that's ever been made. My parents gave me what they thought would appeal to me when they went to Blockbuster and were just like, yeah, this game looks like something my kid would enjoy, and it's on clearance for like $5, so how could you go wrong? And then they'd come home with Imagine Party Babies, and I'd be like, Mother, I am 10 years old. Why the fuck would I want to play Imagine Party Babies? Mother. That's how you know I'm a real gamer. Right, map. Alright, I just got over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, down here. A very important Star Wars character. I don't know shit about Star Wars. Everything I know about Star Wars is from playing the Lego Star Wars games. Specifically 1 and 2. Not the combination of 1 and 2 for Xbox. The original separate games for the prequel trilogy and the original trilogy. Everything I know about Star Wars is exclusively from playing those games, who famously do not have real dialogue. Yeah, I am not the person to talk to about Star Wars. I don't know shit about it beyond that. Would it surprise you guys to learn that I've never seen any of the original 6 Star Wars movies? I have, however, seen the 7th movie when that came out. And as a man who has not seen any of the other 6 movies before it, and I just played the Lego Star Wars games, I still enjoyed it, I guess. So, you know, I didn't see any of the other 2 movies from the Disney trilogy. Sequel series is bad. You're talking about episodes 7, 8, and 9? Or are you talking about episodes 1, 2, and 3? Which I don't know why I care to ask, because again, I haven't seen any of the 6 original movies. Prequel or original trilogy. Get out of the ground, asshole. Ground so I can give you a big fucking mustache. Ow, pain. How wasted Rey was. They did this weird thing where they tried to have like anybody with a brain can tell that Rey was like new age, either Luke or Anakin, depending on what trilogy you would be talking about beforehand. You know, just like protagonist goody with a lightsaber. And then the other guy kind of had an interesting story, but he kind of just evolved into them being like, we want another Han Solo, right? Isn't that what they did? They're just rehashing the same shit again. And they're doing it worse. My favorite character from the new Disney trilogy was like the female stormtrooper commander, and like that's because I've never seen a female stormtrooper, and like she wasn't even like interesting as a character. I don't remember her name. I was just like, oh, that's novel. Female stormtrooper, that's cool. And she's like a big boss. That's neato. And I have nothing else to say about the character. The most that I will probably die, where the most that I've ever done for the Star Wars franchise is play Lego Star Wars games and then have seen the 7th movie because I watched that with my family in theaters. And otherwise, I probably wouldn't even have watched that movie. I'm not a movie guy. My friend is a movie guy. He loves watching movies. My dad's a movie guy. He's watched, like, literally everything on Netflix. I'm not a movie guy. Your first Star Wars movie was 9? Ooh. Ooh, the end of the Disney trilogy? I haven't even seen that movie, and I can tell you that is not a good way to start your Star Wars watching. That's rough, buddy. As a guy from a good actual multimedia franchise has said, that's rough, buddy. What is this in here? Is this here? The fuck is this stone gonna tell me what this is? No. Yeah, there's no fairy though, and I'll drown. What is this? Can I... Oh, I'm stupid. I have to do the game mechanic. I didn't do it right. My circle was not closed. My circle was closed. Oh, I just made the sun. Try again. Make another sun. There's a button that makes it so the camera doesn't make me want to fucking vomit. Oh, if you tell me now that there's gonna be a fucking way to invert the camera controls, I will kiss you on the mouth. At least my first JoJo part was one. I haven't seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Dude, I just found out like 11 days after the fact that they're making an anime for City, which is like kind of the spiritual successor for Nichijou, like by the same author and stuff. I just found out that shit today, like almost 2 weeks after that trailer dropped. And the announcement itself apparently was 6 months prior or some shit. I just found out today that's happening. Like, when I say I like anime, like, I barely watch anime. My ass started watching Frieren, was loving it, and then I stopped watching after episode 13. Not because that's as far as the anime was at that point, and I'm a binger, and I am a binger, but because something in my brain, like, sometimes when something's too good, my brain's like, you gotta stop. And I'm like, why? And then my brain's like, you gotta save it. I'm like, why do I have to save it? And it's like, just because, dude. What if save it for a rainy day, dude? What about rainy day? And I'm like, okay. And then I stop watching it. I gotta finish Frieren one of these days. Also, I think I've discussed before that, like, JoJo is not really my genre. My genre is, like, romance, comedy, slice of life. JoJo is not... It's probably comedy. I've seen some pretty funny JoJo clips. And, you know, there's, like, the memes and stuff. Maybe it's supposed to be taken seriously and it ends up being funny. Some of the stuff that happens in JoJo, I don't know. But, like, the whole fight scenes and stuff... I guess I kind of enjoyed what little of My Hero I watched, and by what little I mean like through season 4, but like I was, you know, like at a certain point it's like I don't want to watch fighting. I want to watch cute girls doing cute things. Bro, where's the beach episode? I want to see Ochako and Momo at the beach, man. What is this bullshit? Fighting? Stakes? I don't want that shit. Yeah, I see that you're talking about Dragon Ball too. That's really not my MO. I will happily never watch Dragon Ball. I'm sorry. Bro, I don't even watch like Naruto and stuff. Bro, I watched a little bit of ReZero, and I was like, this is okay, but it's a little higher stakes than I'd like. But, like, you know, new seasons for ReZero and like, Overlord and stuff comes out, and I'm like, nah. Nah, I'm good. I'll watch fucking... I'll watch Nichijou again, I'll watch fucking... Miss Vampire in My Neighborhood again. That's because Naruto is bad. I don't know, man. Different strokes for different folks, so they say. This has to work. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do here. I'm just gonna color it in. It worked to color it in. Bleach and One Piece are good. I think I got up to, and I may have discussed this before, I got up to, like, I tried to watch One Piece, and I got up to, like, I can't believe that all I had to do was, like, color it in. What are the controls? Where did I fuck up? Coloring it in was probably not the way I was supposed to do it. Oh my god, it is. I tried to watch One Piece a while back, and I got to, like, episode 300, and I was like, I can't. I gotta tap out. I mean, literally spending every waking moment of your life where you're not, like, working or something, watching One Piece as, like, the thing that you do for entertainment, and exclusively that one thing. Probably not a great way to experience One Piece, but, like, I don't know, man, there's so many episodes. If I watched it at a healthy pace, it would take me like 5 years to finish it. I'd rather watch 300 episodes over the course of 1 month and burn out on it and just do that 4 times. Yeah, I got to, like, I think I just finished the arc where they get the Bone Man. I think his name's Brook. I don't know. They got him in that arc, and then after that arc, I haven't seen. So I haven't seen a whole lot of Brook. That's where I got up to. I watched all the filler, too. A lot of people are like, oh, when you watch the One Piece anime, you gotta cut out all the filler. I watched all the filler, and all the filler was, like, my favorite part. Dude, I fucking love Warship Island. That's my favorite One Piece arc, and that's a filler arc, quote-unquote. Because it wasn't in the manga, it's anime original. That's what they deem as filler, is, you know, in my day, filler is when they're just like, you know, stretching shit out for no good reason. Nowadays, these kids consider anime original stories to be filler, and I'm over here like, oh, come on. I watched every single episode up through whatever the Bone Man arc is, where they're in the spooky location. I loved that arc, dude. What was filler? I enjoyed the filler arcs more than... I mean, I enjoyed the filler arcs a lot. It's probably unfair to just blanket statements say I enjoyed the filler arcs more than everything that was, like, non-filler when I watched One Piece. But, like, I love Warship Island. And everybody's like, oh, you gotta skip the filler arcs when you watch One Piece. And I'm like, well, then you'd be skipping Warship Island. Thriller Bark, that's what it's called. Yeah, I finished Thriller Bark. That's as far as I got, where they went to the spooky island and they ended up getting Brook. Yeah, that's what I watched. I have not watched anything beyond that. And I enjoyed what was there. I also watched the One Piece live-action adaptation. Or, the Netflix did. That was okay. A lot of people would prefer that it would have been, you know, a lot more faithful, but, you know, given that dirty Netflix got their hands on it, I think it went a lot better than it could have. You guys remember the Netflix adaptation of Avatar, don't you? Compared to that, we got off easy. And now, because of, in case you guys didn't know, because of the, like, in the West, Netflix having the rights for One Piece because of doing the live action that they did, we're going to be getting One Piece Lego sets in the near future. Isn't that fucking wild? Nothing should be 1,200 plus episodes. That's bad storytelling. I agree. Which is why I'm excited for when they do the follow-up One Piece series that just kind of like makes everything a lot shorter and sweeter and to the point. I will watch that without question. Because that's not 1,200 plus episodes. Yeah, dude, I'll learn a new combat move, please. Just because it's nowhere near the longest show in the world doesn't mean, like, I hate to dredge up current world events. But, you know, just because people charge or have charged more for games in the past doesn't mean the prices for the Nintendo Switch 2 games is okay. You know what I mean? Great storytelling and bad pacing? Well, you know... Oh, no, it costs money. I guess we'll get this one because it's the cheap... I mean, I could afford them both. I mean, the, this guy's impressed that a dog is paying him. I would be too. I mean, the, it's kind of like, you know, most stories, there's like... And there is a time skip in One Piece, so maybe it's not the best example, because they know how to do a time skip or, like, not tell every detail of a story. They just do most of the time, but... Hi, Bonesy, how it's going? It's going, man. How it's going with you? I finally got my Switch recording set up, not bad. So, we're playing some Okami again for the first time in millennia. How's his head do that? What in the fuck did I just see? Yeah, I'm gonna be playing a lot more Switch 1 games, and that's not just because the Switch 2 is prohibitively expensive. It's because I fixed my ability to record Switch games. I'm gonna bite this guy just so he knows who he's dealing with. He's the final boss, I believe you. I've heard the prices on the SNES era games were worse. Well, back then, like, video gaming is a lot more of a novel concept. Like, technology is improving and stuff, you know? Like, I remember even just 10 years ago, the idea of, like, a fucking terabyte micro SD card is, like, fucking an impossible ask. And now it's like, you can get them. They're very expensive, but you can get them. They exist now. So, like, you know, maybe take that level of technology where it currently is and, like, maybe take one step back and, like, that should be affordable and good. And yet Nintendo's consoles are, like, 2 generations behind in power. And now they're getting expensive. They used to be a good budget option. I don't know what the hell they're on. It's bullshit! You're gonna get that Switch 2 whether I pay or not? Oh, God. Do I? No. Do it again. Why can you tell him? Yeah, I know. I didn't realize that I could actually just have him tell me again. They got Switch 1 fumes. I feel like Nintendo's been doing this for a long time where they... Can I ask them no again? I was straight up going to do it again for the funny, but I pressed 8 before I moved the control stick. God damn it. Yeah, they do got Switch 1 fumes, but they always do that shit, you know? The Nintendo 64 did okay. It was pretty... I don't remember if it was like the console by a wide margin. I wasn't there, really. But, you know, Nintendo 64 did pretty good. And then the GameCube did ass. And then the Wii did very good. And the Wii U did very ass. And then the Switch did very, very good. And if the pattern is anything to go by, the Switch 2 is going to do very, very ass. And especially with games at that price point, like, that's going to be why. I'm just hoping a 3DS happens where, like, the 3DS launched and then not enough people bought it, so Nintendo was like, we're gonna drop the price on this, and then people that bought it when it was at full price, they can just have a couple of free games off the eShop or some shit or whatever it is that they did. I don't quite remember. I hope they do that again. Where, like, all the streamers, except for me, because I'm a poor boy from a poor family, buy the console, and then the most diehard Nintendo fans buy the console because they're going to regardless, and then nobody else does. And they look at their sales numbers and they're like, fuck. It's not even the console that everyone has a problem, though. It's like, the general consensus that I've seen is the console is, like, maybe a little more expensive than people would have liked, but, you know, it's a console. Like, it's a one-time purchase, and it's only more expensive by, like, $50. Like, it sucks. I wish it was cheaper, but, you know, it's a one-time thing. What does he want me to do? I'm doing the thing he wants me to do, and he keeps saying, good job. Stop making me do it. Stop it, please! It's really scummy the GameCube will be locked on Switch too. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but you stream the games that you do from, like when you're playing an NES game using Nintendo Switch Online, you're getting it streamed to you, right? So it's like the Switch 1 can definitely handle streaming gameplay from a GameCube that's being emulated at, like, Nintendo headquarters or whatever shit, right? I'm not sure about it, me neither. I'm a cheap bastard that doesn't pay for Nintendo Switch Online because I don't have friends. Why on earth would I don't have any reason to do that. I don't play online. I want to get out of here. I want to leave. I want to leave. I'm happy, please. Yes. Emulated? It's not being streamed? No. Well, I can believe that that would be only something that the Switch 2 can do. Oh, it costs so much and the latents would be horrible. I know, that's what they did with, like, NVIDIA Shield or some shit, isn't it? It did not work very well. There's a reason nobody does that shit. Or was it like Google Stadia? Maybe both of them? Didn't work very well. There's a reason that those are, like, dead. I assume it works like WiiWare? Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, they just, like, removed being able to get old Wii games, old NES games for cheap. Like you could on the Wii. And then just emulate them. Using, like, WiiWare and stuff. They just turned it into Nintendo Switch Online. Makes a lot of sense, actually, that you say it out loud and I say it out loud, because you're not saying it out loud. I'm reading your text. That makes a lot of sense, actually. We're gonna save. We're gonna save because I am the kind of fucker who saves every 20 seconds if I can. You give me like a fucking visual novel style saving system where at any moment I can just pause and save. I am saving every, like, 2 minutes. I need help. Which one can emulate them? I for sure believe that it can, yeah. Does anyone miss the Wii Shop channel music? I miss any personality at all to Nintendo consoles, because, you know, the Switch... A lot of people like to harp on it. You know, the Switch never got themes or anything. It's just like, you want light mode or you want dark mode. You want dark mode because you're a normal weak gamer, or do you want light mode because you're a giga chad like me, who exclusively uses dark mode on no things unless it comes that way, like Discord? I'm not gonna go out of my way to turn off dark mode on Discord. What do you think I am, crazy? But like, if something has light mode as an option, that's too much effort for me to turn that on. Are you crazy? Why can't I kill these guys? I wanted to kill those guys. Light mold? Stop making fun of my speech impediment, where my brain wants to say words and my mouth is like, no. Kill the horse. Fast. We're gonna go over to this house because I don't know how to get into the water cave, so we gotta do this. Catch him! I caught his ass. The Wii as a console had so much personality. I mean, you remember downloading games from the Wii shop and it would be like the Pikmin that bring that shit. Oh no, that's like transferring like save data between memory cards or some shit. And then the Pikmin would like fucking bring... I'm sure I don't need to tell you that that's a thing that happened, the Void. You probably have a complete history of Pikmin like burned into your memory, but we had so much personality, even though it was also just kind of like white screen, the console, but it had personality. Oh yeah, I have to come to this guy at night. What if I... Wake up, asshole. Come back at night, alright. Oh. I just willed that shit into existence. I was gonna sit my ass here and wait patiently, and I willed this into existence. Holy shit. Come back at night. Okay, and then it just happens. Night just happens. Holy fuck. I just bit you and he's completely ignoring me. Bomb? Get into the well. In the well. Is that even a well? I couldn't tell you. There's just lit bombs in this guy's house. What the fuck is wrong with this dude? Oh. Prices aside, was I impressed with the direct? Oh, dude, it looks good. Personal highlights include Mario Kart, of course. Witchbrook, dude. Nobody's talking about Witchbrook. I'm so fucking excited for Witchbrook. I actually quite liked Starbound. I didn't play it as much as I probably should have. Maybe one day I'll play it more. Maybe I'll play it on stream. Who knows? But I'm looking at gameplay for Witchbrook and I'm like, this looks like a slice of life anime, but like video game and pixel art. I'm gonna cry. So like, you know, I'm a big fan of that. The fucking soft reveal of Silksong that like everybody and their mother did not expect. I'm not personally invested in that shit. I didn't play Hollow Knight. But for everybody who did and really wants another game, apparently Silksong is actually happening. Congrats. And the new Donkey Kong game looks cool. I had never played Kirby Air Ride, so the Kirby Air Riders reveal is kind of like, okay, good for Sakurai. He gets to make a game he wants to make. You know, the meme of never ask me for anything ever again is happening. No one's asking him for shit, and he gets to just make Kirby Air Riders. Good on him. Let's make a bomb for this man. Like this. It's like a weird cue. It didn't work. Oh man, let's try again. That's not even a closed circle. Piss. Did I not even properly get it? No, I didn't even properly get it. What is this bullshit? Oh, Isun. I didn't know that Isun existed. I thought Isun was a figment of my imagination, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I saw that it's $10 to upgrade games. We're trying to ignore the money for a second, because the money is definitely a problem. The devs that make the games do not get to decide the prices. That's decided by Nintendo corporate, and we hate those fuckers. The devs that are doing their best, though, to make great games, we love those guys. The notable problem when you steal? Well, it's only illegal if you get caught, so... For legal reasons, that's a joke. When we walked in here, we were talking about One Piece a little bit earlier. I saw this dude from behind and I was like, that's just Usopp. That's just Usopp. And now he's talking about explosives? Like, that's just Usopp. That's him. Like his weird brother or something. Uh-oh. Fake sup. You've heard of Usopp. Now get ready for faux sup. How do I need to do this when there's already... Hold on, I fucked up. I don't know how to close circles. Hold on. Now it's definitely closed. Why did that work? Why did that work? I was fully expecting that to not work. The dog is like, whoa! Amaterasu is like, mankind has surpassed my godly power. The sheer awe on Amaterasu's face. Oh, now we learn. That's right. That's the Big Dipper. No, that's not the Big Dipper, apparently. Uh-oh. Oh, I just have to add the stars. I thought I was gonna have to trace this shit, and I was about to have a fucking tizzy. I was about to freak out. I was like, I can't... I'm using a control stick, please. I forgot that I have to just do the stars. Ah, yes, the boar, god of boom, as we all know. Amaterasu. Is that just me, or is that how this guy sounds? His, like, Animal Lee's voice definitely insinuates that. Guys, what is a cherry bomb? Does somebody know? This is one of those things that I've never really bothered to look up, because he's fucking dead. He's just dead now. It's one of those things that, like, I hear it, and I'm like, yeah, okay. I don't know what it is. A bomb that looks... Oh, so that's what a cartoon bomb is. It's called a cherry bomb because it's just a circle with like a stick coming off. I just call those cartoon bombs. Because like there's the cherry bomb here, of course, but then also like in Plants vs. Zombies and stuff. And then Plants vs. Zombies, it's funny because it's literally cherries that explode, but it's like, you know, you see that and you're like, oh, cherry bomb, I get it. But it's like, I don't know what a cherry bomb is. Just a small prank bomb. It's one of those firecrackers from 4th of July where it's just like a little black plastic. It looks like a cartoon bomb. It's just a little black plastic capsule, and then you light it, and it's got like just like a... It's got like 5 fucking firecrackers in it or something. It just crackles a little bit. Place some in the engine of your friend's cars. What? Domestic terrorism has called. They want their ideas back. Yes, finally! We can mine for diamonds! Or gold ore, probably. That looks like gold ore to me. Okay, we're gonna need a big bomb for this one. Very rectangle. I gotta close it. That's important. And then we're gonna do one of these. No? Alright. Bomb too big. Oh, bomb correct size. Oh. It has depth. Oh no. Now we're gonna do a little bomb. Excellent job. Guys, I have so many holes to blow in things. Don't you guys just love blowing holes? No, I phrased that as good as I could have. Rat statue. Ooh. Wrong button. Correct button. I know lots of places where we could blow holes. Just like a... Fuck. Oh, here's a good place to start. Unfortunately for you... Oh, I didn't close it. Oh, shit. Go. Fortunately for you guys, I've learned pain. That didn't work. There's multiple flying fish. I thought that was like a boss. Shit! Oh no! You're gonna get a bomb too, my friend. Go on. Go on. Ow, you fuck. Get out of the air. You cantankerous bitch. Now taste bomb. I'm gonna stand next to this. That's what you fucking get. Alright, there's many places with cracked walls is what I was trying to get to. There's even a place with a cracked floor! Guys, I'm playing the game, I'm doing it. I'm doing it very badly. Excuse me while I run into a wall. This is the place that seemed most interesting. I'm gonna change the camera. So far, most of the things in this game have uh-oh. Push it. Push it to the limit. Good enough. Most of the things in this game have amounted to draw a circle in various different circumstances. Like, if we go to this page... Circle? Circle with a line. Line. Ziggy zags. A circle again. Fascinating. Let me look at the map. Oh, that's where I need to go. Oh. Bombs. Eh. Hey guys, what's up? No shield for you. It's not enough that I kill you, I also must split you in half. Oh no. My HPs. And they're back. Okay. Back to this way. Maybe I can swim? The boat right there. Get on the boat. Go. That's not working. What if we... This is sure to work. This plan can't fail. Posey needs to control his bullying chat tonight. Behave! There we go. I've done my job. Much like all the teachers I had in school, they would see blatant bullying in front of their eyes and they'd just be like, stop it! And they wouldn't actually make any active attempt at stopping it. That's why I had to kill someone. It's a story of how I shanked my first child. I'm gonna die, aren't I? No. Oh, shit. Yep. That's not a real story, by the way. My teacher's being inept at preventing children from fighting is, but the stabbing is not. One kid in my class who was in like track club or some shit. He went over a hurdle in such a way where it took the entire layer of flesh off of his shin down to the bone. I don't know why I needed to tell you guys that. It's also something that didn't even happen to like me. Oh, there's more holes that I could blast into walls. That's what I should be doing right now. I don't know, the first thing I thought of to fill space. I didn't even see it happen. He just talked about it, and then he came to school the next day with a cast. He was like, yeah, yesterday we're doing hurdles, and I kind of like caught my shin on the hurdle in just the wrong way, and it sheared the flesh straight off of me. And I was like, okay, dude, cool. So that's why you have a cast today when you didn't yesterday. It's because in the past 24 hours that happened. And you, like, went to the hospital. Okay. Why are you here? If I were you, I would stay home for, like, a week. I'd also sue. Exorcism, slip S. Leave an offering. How do I do such a thing? All I know is bark. I'm a dog. I will give it a bomb. Ah, yes. Just the thing my holy monument needs. A massive fucking bomb. That's fine. See, he loves it. Yeah, I need to go to that lake, but how? I don't know. I'm stupid. This is above my pay grade. I want to jump, thank you. I don't have any more crazy stories about grievous bodily harm. I've never broken a bone. The most painful thing that's happened to me is in gym class one time I overextended my knee. Bop It is a bad game. Finally, somebody saying out loud what we're all thinking. And fuck Simon Says too. That bastard. I don't know how to leave an offering. I don't know how to dig a hole. Hold on. Maybe it wants me to dig a hole. Nope. Maybe I don't have an offering to leave. Or maybe I can draw. Regular circle. Oh. It'd be more disturbing if you didn't let us know that he came to school just fine the next day. Well, have I got the story for you? So... I don't think that did the thing. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna let that be future me's problem. Uh-oh. Pick me. I mean, you can tell me your own stories of grievous bodily harm. I'm not squeamish. Trigger warning for anyone in chat who might be, I guess. Oh, my nose is crooked. My real nose that I definitely have as a skeleton. Wink, wink. In gym class one time, funny how that works. Gym class is bad for you. You die. You have near brushes with death. We're playing soccer, and I was elected, and by elected I mean voluntold to be goalie. And this guy in my class who like had no friends and wanted desperately to be my friend, and I was like, no, you're kind of like, bro is like, in retrospect, I feel like he was coming on to me or something, like really strongly, and like, you know, I didn't even know what the gay was back then. And also I was oblivious and stupid, and I was like not interested either. Whatever the specifics might be, the guy was like somebody that I kind of knew and was like halfway a friend. And he like full force kicked the soccer ball with no control directly into my face. So now my nose is crooked. I have a deviated septum. My nose was bleeding so bad I couldn't feel my nose. I just felt liquid running down my face. And it's because I was bleeding profusely out of my nostrils. It like straight up basically broke my nose, but I like never went to the hospital or anything. So now my nose is crooked. Can't tell, but I just gave a thumbs up. I guess you could tell because I stopped moving. But the story I was gonna tell that was not about me is that, a girl in my class, there was like a weird little hole in the desks that we had. like metal desks, and there was like a drainage hole for some reason in the bottom of the desk. These are the type of desks that like the top of the desk could open. You know, like you could open it and put stuff in the desk. And she decided to stick her finger in that hole, and she couldn't get it out. And of all the adults who tried to help her, I guess none of them decided to just like use butter or something. So she and the desk ended up having to be removed from the building by fire department. And she was crying a lot. This girl, I saw this event, unlike the scraped knee, the scraped shin thing, I mean. This girl was in my class. She was a classmate. This happened in a class I was in. And she's screaming and not having a great time. And she didn't come back to school for a couple days. Like, this happened on a Wednesday. She did not come back to school Thursday or Friday. And, you know, there was the weekend, of course. And everybody was like, yeah, she's dead. Or, like, she had to get her finger amputated or some shit. But lucky for everyone involved, she came back to school on Monday with all of her fingers intact. She was just emotionally scarred. You know how it is. The kind that doesn't actually count according to most people, especially boomers. That's fine. You're physically okay. Get over it. By the way, I'm completely, like, ignoring the Void talking about being ran over in chat. Not because I, like, don't see it or, like, I'm, like, deliberately ignoring you. I'm reading it. I just, you know... That might be a little too much for some people. I don't know. Ah, yes. The healing water. Actually, it is healing. I can swim forever right here. What the hell? Infinite stamina. Oh, hold on. Is one of those in the middle of the cave? I could, like, actually swim through it, or would I just still drown? That's fair, yeah. I appreciate you sharing with the class, though. I love it when my chat members give me their information and data so that I can sell it. I mean, trust me with... Jacob, cut that. Jacob, scratch that from the record, please. Am I supposed to get to the other side of this goddamn tunnel? I remember freaking out as a kid when my hand got stuck in the cashier conveyor belt at the store. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know how you do that. But yeah, I've freaked out over much less worrying things as a kid. Yeah, I'm gonna drown. I'm gonna drown and die. Evacuate mission. Evacuate mission. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, doggy dead. When I was in kindergarten, like I have one core memory, just one, from every single grade. Okay, maybe more like two. But one of my core memories from kindergarten is we were like sitting around on the ground and the teacher was like reading us a book, you know, just kindergarten things. It was like story time or whatever. And my 5-year-old ass saw a pebble on the ground. We're talking like the size of a pea, just a little rock that's just like chilling, hanging out on the floor from like the playground or something. And I just ate it. And immediately after I swallowed it, I was like, oh shit, why'd I do that? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die. So I start freaking out there in the middle of story time. And the teacher's like, oh, you're not gonna die. You'll poop it out. And I was like, really? I'm not gonna die? And my teacher's like, you're gonna be fine. You'll poop it out. And I'm like, okay, I'll poop it out. Just like completely distressed. You sound like the conveyor belt thing. That's maybe a little more cause for concern than what happened to me and scarred me for life when I was 5 in the kindergarten, but you know. I cannot figure out how to get through that water, by the way. Let me think very critically instead of just rambling on and on like I like to do. Let me press every incorrect button before I do it, though. Of course. Yeah, maybe Sakuya will give me an ability to get through that tunnel. So let's go see Sakuya, I guess. Let's get the hell off of this map. How do I do that? I think it's that northernmost exit. Arm, not your hand. Your entire arm? Even as a kid, I never understood those other kids that just ate stuff. Well, I was never a kid that, like, ate boogers and stuff. I don't know what came over me to just, like, eat a rock. I got this really bad habit, when I was a kid, I suppose, more specifically, not just in school. It's not something I did exclusively in the school building, but, like, when I was a kid, I would just put things in my mouth and just, like, roll them around in there. Kind of like how normal people just chew gum to have something to do with their mouth, I guess. I would do that shit, but with non-gum things. And, like, you know, obviously, if it's, like, a fucking pebble, like, I'm not gonna chew on it. I had that much wherewithal, I guess. But, like, I accidentally swallowed it, I guess, and I just started to freak out. I was like, I'm going to perish. This is the end of me. I made a mistake. I made an error that cannot be corrected. As a big pen and pencil chewer, I never did that. You know, to each their own, man. You can't understand putting things in your mouth that don't belong there, and I can't understand chewing on pencils. It's very normal things that lots of people at least did. I don't know about... For the over age of 20 and you chew pencils, maybe stop. Pencils aren't cheap, you know. They don't work as good when they got chew marks in them. And also, just don't put rocks in your mouth. They're on the ground. That's gross. Don't get me started on erasers. When I was a kid, I liked to suck on wooden blocks. Like, I had a big thing of wooden blocks when I was a kid. Just, you know, just very simple shapes that you could stack and make little, like, fucking castles or houses or whatever. And I eat rocks every day, too. It's called salt, and it's fucking good. Yeah, I used to just suck on those wooden blocks. I don't know why. Kids are weird. Hard agree. Kids are weird, and I hate them. Fucking annoying. Little bastards. Evil. I can say this as somebody who does not myself have a kid, but as I've discussed on stream before, I've watched my sister's kid a lot. In some ways, I'm more his parent than she is. Just if we're going sheer by number of hours spent actually watching over the child. And he's a little bastard. He broke a massive TV we had because he threw his fucking sippy cup at it when it was full of milk, so it had all the mass behind it. And it just broke the giant TV. And, like, I don't fucking... What goes through a kid's head when they're like, this is the solution to the TV playing an ad and not playing Blaze and the Monster Machines anymore is that I must destroy the TV. Like, I don't know, man. I hate kids. They don't make sense. Kids I've been around recently were great, really lovely kids. Yeah, I wish I could say that about my sister's kid. I mean, the kid's like 2. They call it the terrible 2s for a reason. Fucking just really moody and fucking always pissed, and he thinks the solution to his problems is either screaming or hitting. It's great. I'm just happy that she quit her job and now can actually parent her own damn kid. Type of kid to make you want to have kids? Wouldn't know. I've never met one of those kids. Must be nice. Isn't there a double jump? There we go. The tree I'm supposed to go to. Big tree. At least he's not a biter. He is. He is. My sister frequently complains about him biting her, and I'm just like, bite him back! He'll find out real fucking quick if you bite him back. He never bit me. You know why? Because he bit me one time and I bit him back. All you gotta do is bite him back and he learns that it's not okay to bite you anymore. It's that easy. For legal reasons, I want you to know that I do not encourage biting children. It worked, though. I will say that it worked. What is orb? Oh. It looks like something out of Mario Galaxy. It looks like I'm supposed to get it to the end of a very annoying stage and it'll give me a star. I wasn't a screaming kid or anything like that. I was an escape artist because nobody watched. You were like a real-life Tommy Pickles. You pulled the fucking screwdriver out of your diaper and you unlatched that baby gate and you went on adventures. That's the kind of baby I wish I was. I would know what kind of baby I was. I wasn't there. God damn, I'm trauma dumping. Hey man, my parents looked at my ass and they're like, okay, so we got this little girl who's like 3, you know, just coming off of her terrible 2s, and now it's her fucking terrible 3s. And she's still basically a baby, just like screaming and crying and shitting all over the place. And then we have my older half-sister from my mother's previous marriage who was literally doing the "you're not my real dad" thing to my dad. And on top of that, she's like a preteen, you know, so she's like going through puberty and like fucking hormones are freaking out and all that fun stuff. And then my 5-year-old ass over here is like, and my parents are like, yeah, we don't know what to do with him. So they just gave me a computer. And unsupervised at the age of 5, I just had my own computer. So like, you know, nobody's parents are infallible. It's hard to be a parent, you know? As long as your parents don't, like, beat you. Like, you know, you get the good and the bad. Kids are easy now. You just gotta go chicken jockey and they will listen to you. You just say anything related to Minecraft and the kids perk up. That's how you're a substitute teacher. I'm sure you've seen the Germa clip where Germa was talking about when he was a substitute teacher and he would, like, allegedly, according to him, according to the man himself in his own words, he would, like, go... You know, he'd make, like, a fucking weird noise and everybody would look at him and they'd stop, like, talking to each other. You know, that's how he would fucking get class in session, dude. That's how he would get order in the court. Or at least that's what he claims. Nowadays, it's really easy. You just have to go like, hey guys, Minecraft diamonds! And everybody's like, huh? I got no fucking clue where I am, by the way, guys. I'm lost as hell. The map don't help very much. I guess I just go very north past that tree. I didn't know there was an intermediate area here. Jacob, zoom in on that. Jacob, enhance. That tree is floating. No. I was like, is that the way I'm supposed to go? No, it's not. Is this the way I'm supposed to go? I could. I can't. I was wrong. I'm not letting you tell me that I can do something with a statue and then I can't do it because I'm stupid anymore, Esoon. I'm a dog, okay? My brain is the size of a walnut. Did I hire an editor? No. I acquired a fucking indentured servant, actually. No, that's an inside joke from me and my friend. You wouldn't get it. Smoke cigarette. Is this not the way I'm supposed to go? Because I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I mean, the good news is that I was planning on ending the stream soon anyway, so I don't truly need to know where I'm going. Because I'll probably be ending the stream before midnight my time anyway, in the next 30 minutes. Also, though, wandering around for the next 30 minutes wouldn't be great, so it would be nice, and also, you know, that doesn't stop me from coming back to this game next time and not knowing where I'm supposed to go. With this mirror, so good at buttons. This is a safe point. This is a safe point. Okay. My nephew into free labor? Dude's like 2. Dude's like 2. He doesn't know what's going on. Wait, is this the place? Whoa. Oh, there's no sun here. I have the power of God and anime on my side. I think I already solved this puzzle. I think that puzzle was related to this orb, and I already did it, so... I did it again! To prove that I could... No, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. No, I want the map. Yeah. Wait again. Hold on. I can just look at the map like this. Yeah, this is, in fact... Oh, the white circle means that's a save point. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to get back to Sakuya, so that's not happening right now. Shit. Well, I wouldn't say the stream's about to end. Like I said, it's probably gonna go until midnight my time, so like another 25 minutes. It would be really cool if I wasn't meandering around fucking lost for the next 25 minutes, though, so let's try and find where I'm supposed to go. I mean, I know where I'm supposed to go, but I don't know how to get there because I'm dumb. Just ran through that tree. I'm very obviously supposed to go to the singular red circle on my map in this area that's coming up again. When I get there, there is a long stretch of water that I cannot physically get across without drowning first. So, you know... Doesn't really clear anything up for my dumb walnut-sized dog brain. So... 24-hour Bonesy stream when? 100,000 subscribers. For most people, that's a challenge. For me, that's a Tuesday. Because sometimes my body's just like, you know what? You don't need any sleep. And other times it's like, you know what? You need to sleep for 12 hours straight. And other times it's like, you know what? You slept for only 4 hours, but we're going to count that as a full night's rest. I don't know what the fuck's going on there, dude. That looks more like a cat than it looks like me. That's fucked up. Eat the little bug, man. He disrespects you. He disrespects your greatness. Yeah, you see that circle down there? We're gonna get there, and there's going to be a tunnel full of water. And I can already tell you, I can't make it to the other side without drowning first, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I know what I'm supposed to do. Oh. Oh. Wait. Maybe. We will try. It won't work though. I'll try. I can zoom the camera for some reason. Scribble. Scribble like your heart depends on it. This is not gonna work. I just realized there's an ink pot in the top right. That's what we were playing tic-tac-toe and we got cucked before. We ran out of ink. Ah. Yeah, this water, it definitely is the way that I have to go, but as you can see here, if I look at the map, it's where I have to go. It's kind of like... Hold on, I got really good camera controls. Kind of like a giant stretch of water that I can't swim through. So... Yeah, there's an ink pot when I draw. I didn't even fucking notice that because I'm stupid. It's right here. Let me just like... There, I tapped my little brush into it a little bit. Nope. I blew up this hole. Is there any other spots I can blow up? Maybe that's it. Because I unlocked the bombs, and I feel like there was more than 2 or 3 spots to blow up. Dude, my vertical's crazy. Matarasu needs to be in the dog NBA. Burning leaves, huh? Oh. Yeah, I think I have insomnia too. To some degree, at least. I don't have any kind of like doctor's note evidence for that, but I mean, sometimes the proof is in the pudding. I need to go down there and do a thing. I see the stinky ground. We have to unstink the ground. Oh, there's also one of these that I could do. There's a boss apparently. Hold on. Bombs solve all my problems. When in doubt, blow them up. I'll do it again. Fucking watch me. I do more than one at a time. No. Aw, man. Disrespect! I didn't slash him. Disrespect! Got his ass. Oh, there's another wave? Incredible gameplay where I like basically pause every 4 seconds to do control stick controls. If I was playing this in handheld mode, I'm pretty sure I could draw on the screen, like with my finger, but I'm not, so I wonder if this has... Oh, that's a question. It probably does. This was originally a Wii game, and like, it's not the exact same as the Wii controller, as the Wii remote. But you can achieve a similar effect with the Joy-Cons. I don't recall seeing like an options menu though. Yeah, I don't see. I would expect this to have like Joy-Con motion controls using the gyro or something, but I see no options for it, so, you know. I'm just gonna assume it doesn't exist and that I'll be sad now. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, the thing I did last time is I colored it in. Okay. No. That's the one that works. I never played this, but I thought it was PS2/GameCube era. It is the Okami HD remake. Called Okami HD. It's on the Switch. It's not a first-party Nintendo game, so it may actually go on sale. I don't know how much it is. I couldn't tell you. I got this a while ago. I was like, yeah, I've never played Okami. I'll get that on the Switch since it's a lot cheaper than trying to pick up an original copy. I think I remember that much, but like, you know, retro, vintage, older games kind of just case anymore where they're woefully expensive. What is this? Do I dig here? No. Do I put a bomb? I thought it would blow it up faster. Nope. Okay, well, let's go to where I just did the thing with the ground. For a little explodey hole? No. Oh. These guys to feed. All right. I get Naruto vibes watching it. Yeah, if Naruto gives you like old Japanese painting vibes, I guess. 'Cause that's supposed to be the aesthetic of this game is that.
Lamp oil, bombs, a rope. You want them? They're yours, my friend, as long as you got enough rubies.
Is that what you wanted, the Void? Please skip this. Why do you rotate him 4 times? This probably doesn't shock you, but I've never played the Zelda CDI games. I've never seen a CDI in my life. So I was just kind of doing that based off of like YouTube poop memory. It is, thank you. You are welcome. You need me for any more voice acting endeavors? I am desperate. Is this a dig spot? This has to be a dig spot. This is not a dig spot. I will cry. Shopkeep? Do you have wares? Philips CDI for NSO when? I'm still impressed that Sega console got in there. What one is it? The fucking... Is it the Mega Drive? I don't remember. I think that's funny as hell. Hmm. Hmm. 420, 36. Hell yeah. Love 36. Yeah, I am. I'm at a loss, I'll be honest with you, Chief. I'm looking up a guide. I have no integrity. I need keywords so that I can actually in Shoefield. Game facts. Must be stuff I did the last time I played. Want to skip a few. that guy. Did that. Bombs. Yeah, I did the bombs. Rat statue. Yep. Coral fragment. Okay, we talked to the guy. I'm not a real... Bro, I've never played, like, Metroid in my life. Do I look like a real gamer to you? Most of my childhood was playing TF2. Well, that's more like my adolescence, but you know what I mean. People were playing real games, and I was like, I'm gonna play TF2 and just fuck around on 2 Fort for, like, 4 hours a day every day for the next 4 years. I think this is a mini mission that I'm skipping because I just want to know how to play the game. Head back towards Kamiki Village. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. Oh, it's right there. Jacob, cut this out. Cut out like the last like 40 minutes of the stream where I just ignored this pathway on my map because I have no object permanence. I just kind of like forgot that this pathway existed. Can we... That didn't happen. Most of my childhood was Mario, Sonic, Crash Bandicoot, and Pac-Man. I've never played a Crash Bandicoot game. I know that there was like the remake trilogy that they did. The Insane trilogy, I think. Because the main bad guy's name is like Insane or some shit. Bring the guide back up. Bring the guide back up. Need the guide. Bring the guide back up. Well, now I have to unsubscribe. No! Please! One day I'd like to. I don't currently have a way to play it, though. I don't even know what console these original games. I guess I could get the Insane trilogy for Switch. That's on Switch, right? Maybe one day. There's a lot of games on my list of games that I have to play. A lot. And as you can imagine, most of them I don't own, so that's also a lot of money. I'm just too stupid to emulate, so... I could emulate for free, but I'm stupid, so... So much of your childhood trying to mimic Plush, Stop Motion, and Smash Bros. Machinima YouTubers. I don't know what Plush is. I feel like maybe you misspelled something. You think you wanted to be one, but didn't have the equipment or space to record? First ever video I ever made was a stop motion Lego video using Indiana Jones minifigures, and I made terrain using like moon sand. If you guys remember what moon sand is. I don't think I ever uploaded that to YouTube in any capacity. And if I did, oh, I thought I had to turn around myself. I didn't realize. Didn't realize he's soon, I'm sorry. You don't know what moon sand is. Kind of what it sounds like. It's just like kinetic sand, dude. The original kinetic sand. How do I do the screen capture? I don't need that anymore. I don't think I have screen capture turned on here. Let's go to PC. There you go. That's moon sand, baby. And it's just kinetic sand. I think. I don't know. I've never had kinetic sand, as it's called. I had like one thing of moon sand. It looked exactly like this. Oh, that's moon sand. Neat. Yep. I made like a little, it looked nowhere near this good. It looked exclusively like this part. This may shock you, but the stop motion I did with the Legos, in the Indiana Jones Legos, they were on like a desert environment. I bet you can guess why. Because I had moon sand, which is sand. And that's why. And I had no, like, molds for any of this kind of cool stuff. This was all sold separately. It says that it includes it on this one, so I guess I didn't have this one. I had maybe an even smaller, cheaper moon sand. Where it was just like a tub of moon sand. It was probably not even name brand. It was probably a bootleg moon sand. But, yep. That's how they get you, yeah. Indeed. Yeah, it's the first video I ever made. It was, like, fucking stop motion with Legos and moon sand. Probably gone to the aether at this point, unfortunately. Probably couldn't dig that up and show anybody if I wanted, because God knows where that is. Yeah, me too, man. I also... My whole life was... Like I said, I got a computer when I was 5 years old, which ironically is like the exact time the YouTube came out. I've been here since the start. I am like one of PewDiePie's first like 50,000 subscribers. There's a very mediocre fun fact about me. There you go. The man has over 100 million subscribers now, and I was one of like the first 50,000 or so. Back when he was screaming at barrels. All the good old days. Bite the old man. Fucked. I'm trying to play by looking at the map again, and I'm stupid. Used to love the early TT Lego video games. Like I said, that's the only way I've experienced the Star Wars franchise. Outside of my family all went and saw the 7th movie, the first in the Disney trilogy when that came out in theaters. Oh yeah, we get to watch Isun sexually harass Sakuya more. My favorite. Bro, you're talking to a tree. Chill. Probably never really appealed to me, not gonna lie. Well, you know, when I was 5 years old, I loved that shit. And, like, he's matured as time has gone on, too. Dude has a fucking kid now. So, yeah, I was probably about the perfect age for, like, pretty much every iteration that PewDiePie went through. Sorry, The Force Awakens was your first movie? Is that what it was called? Because I don't even remember that much. I played all the Lego games when I was a kid. I played both Star Wars games. That's the only way that I know the Star Wars story. I think it's really funny that somebody can start talking about Star Wars as long as it's like surface level Star Wars. I can talk about it too. Because I played the Lego Star Wars games and they did that good of a job at just kind of like taking the story and just compressing it down. And not having dialogue, of course. Oh, I just harassed Mr. Orange. Hello, not goddess women. I'm not a sequel trilogy hater, but the 6 George Lucas made movies are just better. Bro, I wouldn't know. I haven't seen them. I watched The Force Awakens, and I was like, it's okay. I think it's trying too hard to be Star Wars. Like, you know how everything is anymore? Everything's fucking nostalgia bait, right? That was the case back then, too. Kylo Ren was doing his fucking emo shit, and people were getting their hands cut off or whatever the hell happened. Han Solo coming back was a big thing. Princess Leia. It's like, just let the old characters die, bro. I watched The Legend of Korra for the first time not too long ago. And, like, I'm so happy that the only character that's still in that is Katara, and she, like, barely makes a whole lot of appearances. Yeah, modern Hollywood has a real problem. You said it, not me, man. But at the same time, I fully agree. Also, this old-ass dude's fucking getting down with it. What the hell, man? We're just gonna watch him dance again. I mean, I'm okay with this. This is a good-ass dance. He's got moves. Let him fucking go. Holy shit, dude. Beautiful. Okay, I'm not sure what happened in the game just now where I had to watch that cutscene twice, but I'm not going to complain. It was a good cutscene. Power of the Earth, I got just the thing for you. It's called bombs. Run. Oh, he's fucking dead. Run. I'm going the right way. Am I going the right way? Yeah, yeah. I gotta go down the mountain before I can go up the mountain again. I forget. Hold on. I have no power here. I wanted to make the tree pretty again. A minute, am I going the right way? No. Fuck! Damn it. I'm going the wrong way again. Fuck! My sense of direction is so good. Oh, it's past midnight! Holy shit! This is supposed to be the time I was gonna end stream. Alright guys, official warning, stream's gonna end in the next 10 minutes. I'm gonna see if I can't do this, and then we're gonna save and end it. Oh. Yeah, as far as I know, Torii gates are supposed to be kind of like portals, right? That makes sense. Oh. Oh. Oh, there's this thing to save right here. Well, I'm not gonna leave you on a cliffhanger. We'll go talk to Sakuya. And that will be the end of that. It took me a while, but I think I mostly remember to play the game. At least about as well as I did in the first place. Oh, get up there. You. Stream's gonna end in the next 10 hours. Yes, but not at the later end of that. Definitely at the sooner end. You're not wrong. It will end in the next 10 hours, just not anywhere past 10 minutes. I would love to stream until like 3 a.m. As you may recall, I used to start the stream at like midnight my time, and then it would go for 3 hours, and I'd be done at like 3 a.m. my time. But I don't know. It's just been a lot nicer for me to start at 9:30 and then go to midnight, and often I go past midnight anyway. I didn't really want to go like 30 minutes past midnight tonight though, so I do want to kind of wrap it up soon here. If I can find Tsukuya. Be nice. Yeah, a lot of people say this is a pretty game. It's very stylized. I like it. I might have to open that walkthrough again. I might have to open that walkthrough again. I am the kind of person who needs very explicit instructions if you want me to do something. Like, you cannot take me having any kind of prior knowledge for granted. Because even if I should have that knowledge, I won't remember. Like, and then it does not help that I had not played this game for like the past couple months at least. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing or where I'm supposed to be going, and, did I leave a gap? Yes. When I made this, I left a gap. It's the first time I've streamed in a hot minute, isn't it? I streamed for the first time in 3 weeks like 5 days ago. And I didn't want it to be this long until I streamed again. It's definitely been sooner than 3 weeks, but you know. I kind of wanted to stop doing the thing where I streamed and then was like, don't worry guys, I'll be streaming again more often, and then I don't stream for like more than half a month, and then I'm like, don't worry guys, I'll be streaming more often again, and then I don't stream for more than half a month again. I definitely can't be doing it every day, and maybe even every other day is too often, but I'll try to do it like every other day, or maybe a little less frequently than that, but you know, I don't want to have to, you know, more often than once a week, in the sense that once a week is like once every 7 days. So no, it's not, but you know, I wouldn't blame you for thinking that, because it was a hot minute. I enjoy your streams, but don't force yourself to do anything. I'm not forcing myself, I'm just, guys, I don't have a life, and you know, despite my insistence on saying that's the case, It just so happens that I say that, and then something is like, hey, you have a life now. Like when, for multiple months, I was basically raising my sister's kid as if it was my kid. Because he was literally spending more time here than at her place. And like, eventually it came to be where she was able to quit her job, you know, actually parent her child instead of continuing to dump him here. Which meant that I was able to go back to having no life and having more free time again. But now I'm working more feverishly on my next video, which of course takes time. And then other stuff came up, like, you know, of course, I'm infamously good at getting sick, so I got sick again. And then I had an appointment that I had to make it to, so I had to, like, completely change my sleep schedule to make it to that appointment. And then I go to that appointment, and it's like, hey, so you know when you came in and made an appointment, and you got that little card that says that you made an appointment. It says, here's your appointment date. Yeah, so you must have spoken to the lady behind the desk, and she wrote down an appointment date on the card, but she didn't put it in the system. So basically, you don't have an appointment. The earliest we can schedule you for a real appointment is in another month, so go fuck yourself. And I was like, thanks. But I'm not forcing myself, it's just, you know, the stars were aligning in exactly the perfect way to fuck me. I don't think I'm gonna be talking to Sakuya before I end the stream, and I say that because I'm gonna be ending the stream in like the next 7 minutes or less, and we're just gonna hang out for those 7 minutes, I guess. I'm gonna go find another mirror to save, and we're gonna stare at the title screen or something, because I apparently need a walkthrough again, because I don't know what to do. Let me... Hold on. Check this one more time. Yeah, it's got something to do with this fucking tree, but I can't find Sakuya, so... that'll be the next time kind of deal, I guess. Let's find a save. There's one this way. Oh no, it's nighttime. That means the skeletons and the zombies are gonna start spawning. Pot-headed man, do you need something? Oh. To be blessed with a miracle when all the trees are in bloom. Am I expected to... Didn't work. What about this? Oh. About make it daytime. Well, now that worked. Oh, now? Yeah, okay, there we go. Now is this guy gonna say 14? Aw, shit. I was supposed to be bringing all these trees back to life. At least I was supposed to for, like, this side mission. That might be part of the main mission, too. Fuck. Oopsie doopsie. Well, next time on Dragon Ball Z. Aw, so close to 4 hours, 44 minutes, and 44 seconds. Fuck, dude. Well, you guys want spoilers for some of my upcoming Twitch streams I'd like to do? Because that's what you're getting. This one. It's this game. I said spoilers plural, it's singular, it's this game. Not any of the other games you see on screen right now. It's Okami and this one. Also, Let's Go Pikachu, but I don't have that card in my system right now. I have Advance Wars in there. I had never played an Advance Wars game. Up until like a year ago when I was watching a Mong's video. Or Mangs, however you're supposed to... You be streaming exclusively on Twitch? Bro, I'm streaming on YouTube right now. What do you mean? Sorry? Did you, like, fuck up and say Twitch when you meant to say YouTube? Because the answer is, for now, yes. I would like to get into multi-streaming, but also I'm dumb and lazy. Did I say Twitch? Jacob, roll the footage back. I'm streaming on YouTube exclusively for now. I said Twitch, I misspoke.
I'd like to multi-stream to YouTube and Twitch one day, but I don't know, man. I'm stupid. Yeah, I misspeak a lot. Usually I say nonsense. I mishmash my words together. As helpfully pointed out by somebody earlier in the stream. But yeah. I don't like to make promises I can't keep. I originally thought I would finish my new video by the end of last month, and it's already, well, now that it's crossed midnight my time, it's technically the 5th of April. So I'm shooting for by the end of April, ideally sooner, but shit happens sometimes. If I don't get sick again, and if I can actually, like, not have anything else inhibit me working on the video, it should happen before the end of the month. Maybe like the middle of the month, but I don't want to make any promises. And then when it comes to games I plan on streaming in the near future, a lot of Switch games, especially now that I can fucking record Switch correctly. As I said twice before in the stream now, and I'm saying for a third time. The reason the last time I streamed Okami, the footage was like cutting in and out, is because I was using like a 30-foot HDMI cable because that's just all I had on hand. And it turns out the signal kind of can get a little fucky-wucky over that distance. So instead of using a coiled roll of HDMI cable, I just bought an 8-foot cable so that I could make the 7.5-foot trek that I needed to, and not have a ton of extra cable that like fucks up the signal. So yeah, I would have been streaming more Switch games before that, but I was just procrastinating spending the money on the cable, and then even after I order it, it takes a while, and I was sick and stuff. So you're back just in time for the end of the stream. Yeah. Something I want to try to look into, but I don't know how the fuck to do it. I know Twitch is a lot better about it. What is a guy supposed to do if I want to play more than one game? But, like, I want 2 separate VODs. Like, you can't even change your category on YouTube. What am I supposed to do? I don't know what I'm supposed to... Am I just fucked? I think legitimately I would have to end the stream and then immediately start a new stream for a different game with, like, a different game category and stuff. That's the only way I can think of to do, in one day, more than one game. Not that my lazy ass is looking to be streaming for 6 hours straight, where I play, like, 3 different games, 2 hours each. But, like, if I wanted to, and I might want to at some point in the future... What am I supposed to do on YouTube? I don't think I can do anything. But now that I got Switch recording working again, we're going to be playing more Okami, finally. And then I also plan to play Advance Wars, and then I don't have it here because I also have that in game card form. I want to play probably Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. And maybe I'll play fucking Clubhouse games as a one-off stream. God knows. Then other than that, I'll go back to Monster Hunter when I'm good and ready. We'll continue playing Monster Hunter Rise. And then, whenever Voices of the Void gets updated to version 0.9 finally, I'll download that and maybe we'll play more Voices of the Void. But for now, I'll try not to take... Yeah, like I just said, I saw a member in chat say it, probably before the VOD caught up, because of latency, but, like I just said, when it updates to 0.9 is when I would like to play more Voices of the Void. That's when. I just checked before the stream, because I was like, has it updated? And if it had, I mean, I wouldn't be doing it now, because I've already decided on what I was playing and stuff, but, like, I looked and it didn't update to 0.9. It was like 0.82b or some shit.
So still waiting on that before I play more Voices of the Void. Maybe some more UFO 50 too. That's not a game that I plan on like there's like an ARG and a secret 51st game in that game. As far as I know, the newest update just added a maid outfit for Kerfer. Hold on, I gotta download Voices of the Void immediately. No, I'd like to wait until 0.9. That'll still be there when 0.9 comes out, and that's when I'll see it. Thanks for letting me know, though. Incredibly cursed information. But, like, in a good way? But yeah, those are my plans. And like I said, I plan to not stream every single day. There'll probably be instances where I stream multiple days in a row. But I'm going to try to make it at the absolute furthest distant apart once every like 5 days. But that's like, even that's not ideal. Like, I'm going to try to do every other day. Or if I can't shake that, every other day. But like, just know that the days I don't stream, I do work on my new videos. So stuff's actually happening again. Because I'm allowed to have free time and do stuff. So that's enough for this now, though. I'm sure anybody who may grace me with their VOD watch time is like, the dude's not even playing the game anymore. He should shut the hell up. I will. This stream will end very shortly here. Just wanted to... Minus last stream, it is the first time I've streamed in a while, so I just wanted to kind of inform anybody who is not here before but is now. I know at least one person is, so... Yeah, probably not tomorrow. I would like to the day after, but we'll see. I'll try not to be gone for 3 weeks again, though, that's for sure. What day is today? It's past midnight for me, my time, so it's the 5th. The night of the 7th. If I can't shake that, the night of the 8th. And you know what, if I'm feeling crazy, maybe the night of the 6th. This is the reason I didn't, like, you know, I used to do a schedule in the ye old days. I say as somebody who hasn't even been a YouTuber for like a year yet. There was that period of time where I did like a physical schedule and I just didn't like it, and part of the reason is because, you know, some days you just can't, you know, something comes up or maybe you get sick, you know, like, you know, I'll try to make it more frequent, that's for damn sure, but I can't promise any days. So you're getting off, have a good night. Good night to you. I'm gonna be ending the stream in literally like 45 seconds. I'd like to formally thank everybody for watching, for still being here, even though I haven't streamed in like 3 weeks. And then I did stream that one time like 3 weeks ago, but like the one time, and then before that it was also like 3 weeks. So it's been a while. Minus this time, last time, and the time before that. Like, I basically haven't streamed in a month and a half. So I'm sorry for that. My Switch wants to turn itself off, and like, you know, I should let it because, you know, I'm gonna be done playing. I'm done streaming, so. Thanks for coming by, guys. I'll see you next time, where we will play, I don't know what game yet. We'll see how I feel. I will go back to playing more Okami, though. It's been a goddamn long time since I started Okami. I don't remember when my episode 0 of Okami was, but that was months ago at this juncture. A wise man would have, like, went ham on playing it directly after Okami 2 was announced, but I was like, fuck, dude, my Switch is, like, broken. My Switch was fine, but, you know, the HDMI cable. Anyway, I'm gonna go now and stop rambling, and I'm also gonna